Hello everyone, and welcome to the second episode in my Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Let's Play. In the last episode, we got our sword, our shield, dealt with pesky Mido about letting us come see the Great Deku Tree, and learned that this poor old guy had a curse put on him by some strange man from the desert. Anyway, in this episode we're going to tackle the Great Deku Tree little mini dungeon and see what that holds for us. Thanks for joining. In we go. We are inside the Deku Tree. Get a nice overview. And inside here we have a little bit different variety of Deku Baba. This is just a regular one. It says hit it when it lunges at you and it will stand upright. Cut it quickly to get a Deku stick. Let's see. I get hit by these guys pretty often and it's kind of embarrassing when that happens. If you don't hit them when they're standing straight up, you will get a Deku nut. And I realized I didn't actually equip my Deku stick, so we're gonna do that and equip these two. It gives like a flash and stuns enemies, which will be helpful later on in this little dungeon item screen. And you can assign these to any of the C buttons you like. I think I want that there. Not there. We'll see how that goes. Let's see if we can get this guy to give us something different. See how he's like right up and down like that? Now I get a stick. So it all depends on how you hit them, what they'll give you. See, he bit me. Chompy lips, stop biting me. My 6-year-old son gets a kick out of the fact that I call them chompy lips. If you did get hit like I did, there's usually a heart over in this grass that will... Navi, I'm talking. You can't interrupt me when I'm talking. Look at this wall, it has vines growing on it. Maybe you can climb it. Well, gee, if I didn't think about maybe climbing it, there is a ladder right there. Anyway. Yeah, I call those guys chompy lips because that's exactly what they do. They try and chomp you with their lips. Something exciting in here, a ruby. And we have our first treasure chest. What could it be? Doo-doo-doo. It is the dungeon map. So, the dungeon map, blue chambers are places you've already been, and the flashing one is where you currently are. I'll show you the map on the menu screen. Here's the map. We got 3 floors on top, 2 basements, and that's how the map works. You can see a little mini map in the corner. I actually don't... See? I'm talking about Z-targeting. I actually don't want to Z-target these guys. I would like to just walk forward, please. Thank you. There's a little mini map in the right-hand corner, but as of right now, it's just a giant circle. It doesn't really help us too much. Navi. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pushing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. Well, with Navi telling me what to do constantly, I don't even have to pay attention to what the action icon says. She just gives me the answers to things. This guy is a Deku Scrub. So you can see Link's got a shield out, but we gotta reflect the Deku nuts back at them to stun them. Then we can run up and try and chop them. Chop! Oh, never mind. Oh, forgive me. I'll give you a clue if you let me go. Okay. When you jump off a high cliff and hold the analog stick forward, you will roll on the ground when you land and won't get hurt from the fall. Lies. Sometimes it works, but I can very rarely get this to work. I always just jump and push forward, and Link falls on his feet and gets hurt. So, It's a nice thought, though. I can't guarantee it will work if the cliff is really, really high. Thanks, buddy. And he leaves us a heart. Are we gonna get a text box for the heart? Nope. I guess we only get that when we pick it up out of a chest. Anyway, this is the next room. We got this shaky platform here. You can jump across, or you can use the vines over here, whatever fits your fancy. And let's open this chest. See what's in here. I think I know what it is. It is the fairy slingshot. So it's another item. We assign it to one of the C buttons. Take it out and hold it. As you hold C and aim with the analog stick, you can unleash a Deku seed. So what I really want to know is, it's called a fairy slingshot. Does that mean I can put Navi in it and shoot her? Because she's a fairy? Is that not how this works? I really want that to be how it works. Because sometimes this fairy she doesn't let me figure things out for myself. She gives me the answers, and I don't like it. Anyway, so that's how you use the slingshot. Pull it out with the C button. Pull it back with the C button. Launch. Oh, well, I mean, we rolled, which is nice, but we also crashed ourselves into the wall and probably gave Link a concussion. Sorry, Link. And we're heading back out to the main room. As each of the rooms we go through, you can see the mini-map will change. Now that we have a ranged weapon, we can take out the Skull Waltula. Just be careful not to touch it. If you try and climb with these guys on the wall, let's see if I can get it to work. No. Okay, it just wants me to Z-target. Bye. Okay, let's see if I can get it to work with this guy. If you climb with them, see they turn purple? I don't know if you were able to see it. And then he'll come after you, actually. So you want to take these guys out before you try to climb. You can try to be like super sneaky and get around them. I'm not a sneaky person. I play some other video games too, like Elder Scrolls and Skyrim and whatnot. And you know, I don't sneak. I just run in and do things, which is not always the best way of playing a game. But I can't sneak, so I try not to sneak around those guys. I just pick them off with my slingshot. It works for me. You're welcome to try and sneak. I'm not stopping you. Torch? Unlit torch. We'll come back to that later. Switch! Jump on the switch. The switch is like half the size of Link. I'm surprised he weighs enough to push it down. Anyway, open up this treasure chest and get an item that will make our mini-map a little bit more useful. We found the compass, and the compass will let you see, it'll let you see your little character body on the mini-map. So you are the yellow, I'm moving and the yellow is moving, and the red arrow is the door that you entered from. Let's put this guy out of his misery. Thank you, sir. And over there, there's a big enemy blocking that ledge. If you try and jump without taking him out, he will knock you senseless. This guy, I keep calling them guys. I don't know, maybe it's a girl. This animal, this arachnid, spider, it's called a Skulltula, and its belly is its weak point. So if you hit him like in his front, I can't even hit him. If you hit him in his belly, he'll take damage. And he takes 2 hits with your sword. You can... I've seen some people that are really cool and can do a jump attack to kill them. I can't. I am not that cool. So every time I try, I just get smacked backwards and look like a complete dork. So I don't do it that way. I just am patient and hit them with my sword. Maybe I'll try and do a jump attack later, but in the meantime, I got 3 hearts, and I don't wanna die by a Skulltula. That'd be sad. This, however, this is a special spider. This guy is called a Gold Skulltula, and his little token is part of a massive side quest later. Oh, that was awkward. My phone just started ringing. Anyway, these tokens are part of a big side quest later that we will be tackling. I haven't made up my mind if I'm going to tackle the whole thing or just part of it. But I'll explain more later when we actually get to turn in those tokens. But anytime you hear that little sound, that means one of those gold skulltulas are here or are around. So that is the proper application for the Deku stick. And if you're quick enough, you can actually, so I'm going to light it, use it. If you're quick enough, Link will put it away and it doesn't actually consume all of it. You can have a lot of Deku sticks. Each of these little openings is guarded by one of these big skulltulas. He's got like red teeth. He's creepy. And check our map. Okay, sure, I'll save game. It says there's a chest down there. I'm not entirely sure where. Anyway, we'll come back and look around for that chest unless I can see it from here. I opened that one, and that would be the second floor. And let's see, did the spiders respawn over there? Yeah, they did. Let's check it later. So we just want to jump through here. Oh, what, Navi? Hey, 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 hey! Yes, I know I can see below the web. I just tried jumping. Anyway, I guess that's the game's way of telling me that I'm not allowed to leave an unopened treasure chest, so we're gonna go look for it. What floor is it on? I'm on floor 1. It's on floor 2. I was just on floor 2. Anyway, well, let's go hunt for that treasure chest really quick. Jump! Jump! Nope, nothing there. I gotta kill these guys again. Not my stick. That is not going to help me at all, Link. I'm just gonna take out these two, because... or not. There we go. Just take out those two. Oh, new item. Deku seeds. These are what you use in your slingshot. You can shoot them. At the moment we can carry 30. And there's some upgrades that we can get later on that'll allow us to carry more. But in the meantime, that's what we can carry. That was awkward. What not to do. Don't let go prematurely. And this room all connects, so I can just go up this way instead of having to fall down like that. Like I said last episode, I do some pretty embarrassing things in this game, and I'm by no means a pro at it. I just like to play this game and have really good memories of it. Alright, game. You know what? I don't know where floor 2 is. I have no idea. Honestly, we got all the required things out of this dungeon that I am not even concerned about it right now. So, let's try this again. We'll use this. Maybe we can do it this time. Jump! There we go. Apparently if you jump in the wrong spot, it will just bounce you up and down and make Navi say, hey, 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 1,000 times. Nobody likes listening to Navi say hey 1,000 times. This guy's a little... oh, we'll light that torch. This guy's a little tricky to collect. You can hit him with your slingshot, but in order to collect it, you gotta come at it and jump. And then Link wears it like a mask and then puts it in his infinite ever-expanding pockets. But yeah, if you Z-target it, it makes it hard to get, because you'll just kind of like fall off the ledge or just do a small little jump, instead of if you just line yourself up and jump. Recovery hearts, yeah, you can hear the little ch-ch-ch sound. And if you look right there, there it is, hiding. And then we can climb back up these vines to collect it. Hooray! water. Alright. So, take note of this little ledge right here. We can stand here, we don't swim. And I don't know if you got to see it before, I accidentally stepped on the switch earlier, but there were spider webs over here surrounding this treasure chest. And that is a hint as to what we can do regarding this area over here. Jump! Barely made it. You can come over here and burn the webs. Spider webs are flammable in Zelda. I don't feel like dealing with chompy lips, we're just gonna keep going. We got another one of these guys here. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. Okay. Want to tell the rest of your friends that? You'll never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. You think I'm a traitor? Yeah, actually I do. You just betrayed your brothers. So it's 2, 3, 1 for, you know, all games. That's consistent. It doesn't like change per game. Unlike if you've ever played Majora's Mask, the Bomber's hideout code that changes with every game. This one's consistent. I've played Navi. This fairy gets on my nerves so much. I'll be mid-sentence and then she's like, "Hey, I gotta tell you something important," and interrupt what you're saying. Again, let me figure it out for myself, Navi. Look, it tells me right there. Just let me do it. Anyway, what I was saying is I have a copy of this game on my DS, and there's some changes to it, but the game is pretty much the same. But in that version of the game, there is it's kind of like a hero mode version. I think it's called Master Quest, but that it makes the game like 20 times harder. I haven't been able to get through it yet, but that little guy back there who, you know, tells you the pattern of how to get past his brothers, he's not there, so it's just a complete wild guess. Navi, I'm going to shoot you in my slingshot. Anyway, this is how you operate blocks in this game. You can grab it and pull it or push it. You can stand on top of them and climb. But for real, this fairy. Anyway, yeah, so that little guy's not there, and it makes the process up ahead a little more complicated. For those of you who haven't noticed, I am playing the N64 version because it's my favorite, and I just like it a lot better, and it's way easier to do screen capture on this than it is for my DS. I said chop! Thank you. Alright, your limit for Deku Nuts is 20, so if you get more than that, then sorry, you can't fit them in your infinite pockets of wonder. Link only has a certain amount of space for each item. So this back here, you can see on the mini-map, this is the red. That's where we came in from. And this is where we need to go. Heart, thank you. Look at this guy, he's just giving us his backside to begin with. He's just like... he doesn't even turn around. Wow. I feel a little bad for him, like, he didn't even have a chance. If you look up here, you see something weird moving. It's like, ew, that's creepy. If you want to avoid them, sorry, excuse me. If you want to avoid them, you can just kind of like stay around the perimeter of this room. Because if you venture towards the center, they'll fall down. So, see, I'm coming in the middle now. There they are. These guys, you can stun them, but they are, his technical name, Goma larva. So this is, for those of you who have played this before or recognize that name, you know what that means. It's coming up. But yeah, these guys, they're not too difficult. They take, 2 hits, or if you are talented enough to do a jump attack, then that'll take care of them. But they hang out in the center. If you don't want to deal with them, just, like I said, stay on the perimeter, and they won't bother you. So you can see a spider web here, which is tempting to get rid of. We can get rid of it right now. But unfortunately, that wall back there, we can't do anything with right at this moment. So we're gonna come back here later in the game and tackle that room. Zelda chime. Anyway, so we're gonna crawl through this hole, much like the hole of Z from the last episode. And now we are on the upper ledge. And this block over here is very important. Not only does this block allow us to get rid of the spider webs, but it also makes a big shortcut for later when we come back here and need to come back to that room back there. We don't have to go through all that side areas. We can just fall right down the hole and hop up and get to that room. We're gonna take our... It looked like it was like half the size that it should have been. So we're gonna come over here and you can hit it, or sometimes what I like to do is roll. And it seems fun to roll with a stick that's on fire. Either way works though. And if you remember, you see 3 of them here. This is the time when you need to remember that order. It's 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. 2, 3. Oh, almost got him. If you stand too close, they'll burrow back, so you gotta give them a little bit of distance. Otherwise, they're just like, nope, you're too close. I'm staying in my little flower shell. How did you know our secret? Your brother told me your secret. I'm gonna reveal a secret of Queen Goma. They're just like, you know what? We're just gonna give you all the secrets to this place. So, the red text is usually a giant hint to you on what you either need to be doing, should do, or like some foreshadowing of things that are going to happen in the future. So the red text of while she's stunned means that, you know, she's invulnerable if she's not stunned. Sorry about that. Alrighty. Save here just because I like to save. It never hurts saving your game. And you can see the little skull on the mini map. That means boss fight. This is the first boss of the game, and I'm gonna be really honest and humble. Sometimes this gives me a hard time. I have no idea why. Especially lately. I don't know if it's because I've been playing Breath of the Wild and some other games too that just like, I'm like, I can't remember what buttons I have assigned to things. But anyway, so I promise I know what I'm doing. I just, in application, sometimes it doesn't always turn out how I'd like it to, so. Here we go. This used to freak me out when I was a kid. I would like run around the room and be like, Dad, get it! Oh, see what I mean? Right there, just like from the get-go. Alright, you gotta hit her eye when it's red. If you hit her like how I showed, then I thought I was like, is she just gonna lay there and let me hit her? If you hit her when the eye's not glowing red, she'll just close her eyelid and you won't actually see her. So, you can. Oh, yeah, she should. When she stops moving, there it is, it's red now. Okay, listen to my own advice. You can stun her from the ceiling, and that'll give you a pretty long stun on her. And, well, I was going to show you the second phase, but, oops. These beginning bosses, or this one, doesn't really have like your typical Zelda pattern of like phase 1, phase 2, sometimes phase 3. It's just a one phase go. Anyway, for her second attack that she does, she'll crawl up on the ceiling, and if you don't hit her down in time with your slingshot, then she will drop the Goma larva that we saw earlier, the little, like, you know, baby insect things. They're not spiders, so they don't have enough legs, but that we saw in that circular room. She'll drop those, and they'll actually stay in a little ball for a while, and while they're in the ball, you can hit them with a Deku Net, and it'll actually kill them instantly if you can get them before they hatch. And we are rewarded with a heart, and I'm actually really shocked I didn't. Well, maybe I took damage. I didn't look at my hearts before I picked up the heart. If I didn't take damage, I'm super shocked, because I usually always wind up with like one heart left on this boss for some reason. Anyway, we're gonna approach this cool blowy, not what I meant to say, glowy blue light, and see where it takes us. We're gonna have a big story from Mr. Deku Tree that I'm actually not going to narrate, because I have a really I read pretty slow, and it's not one of these texts that give you like the little blue icon to click so you can read it and then click it. It's just like an auto thing, so I'm actually not going to read it because I don't read it fast enough, confession. But anyway, so he's gonna tell us some stuff. He's, you know, pretty much just saying that he knew that we would be able to do it, no problem. He gives you the option. He's like, would you like to listen? If you say no, he's like, no, you must listen to my story. Yes, yeah, I'll show you what no says. No, you must know, my time is short. Okay. I thought I saved you, though. Didn't I save you? A wicked man of the desert. Anyway, here's the long scene that I'm not gonna narrate. You guys remember this guy from the last episode? We saw him in a cutscene again. Or previously, not again. Now we're seeing him again. So he's got some sort of sorcerer power. The Divine Relic? I want that. I want the Triforce. Give it to me. Wait, am I that guy? No, I'm just kidding. It's gonna give a little story about how Hyrule came into existence, and the three goddesses, how they made everything. I like this part. They look like little, like baby figurines. Some of them look like, that one looks a little bit like a Zora from Twilight Princess. I guess they all kind of do. Then rocks and lightning. That's how Hyrule came into existence, rocks and lightning. Yeah, each of the goddesses are responsible for like a portion of like the area. So like, you know, see how like she was blue, now there's like, you know, the blue skies, and Din was technically was like pink, but I think she's supposed to, you know, represent red. And she made like the red rocks and the lava area, and then Ray, or tomato, I guess. She's responsible for like the green pastures and the forest. And together, the Triforce. My son loves watching me play Zelda now, and so anytime the Triforce pops up, he'll like run over, grab a piece of paper, and like try and draw them on the paper, and it's really amusing how he tries to draw them, because it's not a complicated shape, but for a 6-year-old it apparently is. We must never allow the desert man in black armor to get the Triforce. Okay, that sounds easy enough, just don't go there. Yeah, we can do that. Don't let him get to the sacred realm? I guess it is a secret. Well, maybe it's not a secret. I guess people know about it, but it's definitely sacred. But I saved you. Why is your end nigh? I broke the curse. Oh, why didn't you tell me that in the first place? You lived just long enough to tell me your life story. This is Hyrule's final hope. Okay. Link's just like sitting down. He's like, okay, Grandpa, tell me a long story. I'll listen. Go to the castle. You'll surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you. Ooh. A stone? So pretty. All of these, spiritual stones are so pretty. I saw a bracelet online that was like, it was all the spiritual stones and all the medallions like in one bracelet, and I was like, I need it. I need it. It's so pretty. So this is the Kokiri's Emerald, and it glows with a beautiful green color. The future depends on us. Yes, we are courageous, sir. No, why do I have to keep this fairy? She's so annoying. Alright, fine. But only because you said so, Mr. Deku Tree. If it wasn't for you, I'd just put her in my slingshot and fling her to oblivion. And then he passes away. His nice, like, greenish brown color fades to gray, and he is dead. Goodbye, great Deku Tree. Goodbye. Oh, we saw an outline of somebody, but now he's gone. Oh, there he is. Aw, man, this guy again. What? Where is Mito? Peekaboo! Hey, what did you do? The great Deku Tree. Did he die? Oh, we're gonna get blamed for this, of course, because he hates us. I didn't do it, I promise. I helped him. Bye, Mito. And he's gone. He just walks into the wall and is gone forever. Just, no, we'll see him again later. Yeah, I think that's gonna end it for this episode. In the next episode, we will head off to Hyrule Castle and see if we can meet this Princess of Destiny the Deku Tree told us about. So, anyway, thanks you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!